Welcome back to our channel. Hold on to your seat, because the first coin in our list is not just a piece of history, it is a hidden treasure that could redefine your fortune. The 1953 with D wheat penny, especially in its rugged, dirty old look condition, is more than just a cent. It is a millionaire maker that lies in the hands of the lucky few. When you hear about coins changing lives, this is the one. Let us dive deep into this marvel. Minted in the Denver Mint. In the year 1953, this wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a typical composition for pennies before the zinc-coated years. But this coin, with its weathered, dirty, and ancient appearance, tells a story of the grit and grind of American history. Each mark, each spot on it, speaks of time traveled, of countless decades passing while this coin held its ground. Now, what makes this coin so unique? It's not just its age. It is the way this coin presents itself. That old, dirty look is not a flaw. It's the very thing that magnifies its charm. Collectors love coins that show natural wear and tear from circulation, but this one goes beyond that. It has a personality, a character molded by time. Most of these were used up in daily life and melted down. Only a few survived in this authentic, untouched condition. And the scarcity in such a raw form is exactly what auction giants are looking for. The rarity of the 1953 with D wheat penny in dirty old condition is absolutely off the charts. Collectors are constantly searching for these gems, and when one shows up in a private sale or auction, the demand is explosive. And here is the stunning part. Current market evaluations show that this coin, in its original dirty and old condition, is catching prices upwards of $210,000 in private collectors' markets. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1953 with D penny with this authentic, rugged look can put $210,000 in your hands. This isn't fantasy, this is the power of the collector's world. And remember, prices like these are only growing. As more collectors enter the scene and less of these coins are found, your piece becomes even more precious. You do not own a penny, you own a treasure that the world is chasing. Here is your golden tip: do not clean this coin. Many people ruin the value by trying to polish it. That dirty old look is pure gold in the collector's eye. Keep it exactly the way it is. Store it properly in a protective case and get it graded by a reputed authority. And now, the most important advice of all: do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at cheap prices. Avoid these scammers. Trust me and do not waste your precious treasure. The market is full of manipulators who know the true worth of what you are holding. They will pretend it is worth cents when in reality you are sitting on something that could change your life. This 1953 with D wheat penny is a monument to American coinage. It deserves to be treated like the rare gemstone it is. This coin is in high demand, and it has the kind of value that auctioneers fight over. You are not just a collector now. You are the guardian of a national relic. Now, brace yourself for coin number 2, because this one is darker, more mysterious, and even more thrilling. The 1958 with D wheat penny with a black shade and dirty old look is not just a relic, it is a phenomenon. When people dream of coin collecting miracles, this is the penny they imagine holding. The kind that turns average collectors into overnight legends. Let us crack open the story behind it. The year was 1958, a historic turning point because this was the final year the iconic wheat penny design was minted. That makes every 1958 wheat penny a farewell piece. But a Denver Mint D-marked version that survived decades in a dirty, black-toned condition? That is a legendary level rarity. It was minted using the same copper alloy as previous wheat pennies, 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc. But what the years have done to this coin is where the magic lies. This black-shaded, gritty, time-worn penny looks like something that emerged from a long-lost pirate ship's treasure chest. That shade is not just a natural chemical patina, it is a badge of authenticity. No two coins age exactly the same, and yours, with its mysterious, almost mythical look, is truly one of a kind. So how rare is this coin? Let me tell you this. Millions of 1958 with D wheat pennies were produced, yes. But how many of them survived in this specific, darkened, time-battered form? Extremely few. Coin hunters go wild when one pops up. And the value? You are about to be blown away. In today's hot collector auctions, this exact condition 1958 with D with black shade, dirty old look is valued at $420,000 depending on grading and demand. That is not an estimate. That is real money changing hands right now. This isn't a coin anymore. This is currency from the vaults of history, and your ownership of it puts you in an elite league. If you have got one of these, you are not holding sense. You are holding a fortune forged in fire and time. And here is the critical advice. Never polish or clean the surface. That black shade is the soul of the coin. It shows originality, survival, and journey. Collectors are paying a premium for this untouched authenticity. You must protect it, shield it, and value it beyond imagination. Let me say it again. Never let this rare gem fall into the wrong hands. Don't trust casual buyers. Do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at cheap prices. Avoid these scammers. Trust me and do not waste your precious treasure. You are not just someone who owns a penny. You are the keeper of a masterpiece. A piece that could headline auctions and make headlines. Treat it like the empire it is. Store it with royalty. Because this coin is pure power in a small package. Our journey continues into even more astounding territory with coin number 3. The 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark, in fine condition and graced with black spots of age, is a truly rare marvel. This coin, my friends, is an unsung titan in the world of numismatics. A coin that blends mystery, beauty, and rarity in ways few ever will. Let us unwrap its background. Struck in Philadelphia, that is why there is no mint mark. This 1956 penny is part of the last wave of pure American craftsmanship before major minting changes rolled in. It features the classic wheat reverse and the bold profile of Abraham Lincoln, a tribute to American leadership. Composed of the traditional 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, this penny aged with distinction. Those black spots? They are a mark of time, not damage. They add to its ancient warrior-like appeal, a badge of authenticity. But here is what makes this coin truly exceptional. The market is flooded with cleaned, polished, or altered pennies. But your coin, with its natural black spotting and untouched fine condition, represents true collector gold. It is the real deal. A raw, original survivor. A warrior of currency history. And because most people overlook this coin, thinking it is too common, the few remaining in fine natural condition are skyrocketing in value. Let us talk treasure. A 1956 penny in fine condition with natural black spotting is currently being snapped up at auctions for $200,000, depending on buyer frenzy and market momentum. Yes, even without a mint mark. It is not about where it came from, it is about how it survived. And yours is the embodiment of that legacy. Here is what to do. Preserve it. Frame it if you must. Get it graded. Let the world know you are holding a treasure. And whatever you do, never ever let go of it cheaply. Do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at cheap prices. Avoid these scammers. Trust me and do not waste your precious treasure. This isn't just a coin, this is a legacy. A bridge from a proud American past to your future. And it holds the potential to not just raise your bank account, but to make your name known in collector circles. This 1956 wheat penny in your possession is more than metal. It is a living, breathing story. A legend waiting to unfold. And you are the chosen one who gets to tell it. Get ready to experience the pulse of history as we move into coin number 4, an electrifying powerhouse in the collector world, the 1928 wheat penny without a mint mark, found in very fine condition. This coin isn't just a vintage collectible. It is a thunderous echo from nearly a century ago that continues to shake up today's rare coin auctions. If you have got this coin in your hand, understand this. You are holding an unstoppable force of value and rarity. Let us turn back the pages of time to 1928. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark. With the Roaring '20s nearing their end, and the Great Depression looming just a year ahead, this penny was a survivor of one of the most pivotal transitions in American economic history. It was composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, and designed with the iconic wheat ears on the reverse, a symbol of America's agricultural strength and resilience. Now, why does this 1928 wheat penny stand out like a diamond in a field of stones? It is all about the condition and the era it represents. Very fine condition means sharp details, slight wear, and natural aged beauty. This coin still proudly showcases Abraham Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks, making it one of the best preserved relics of its generation. Most pennies from the 1920s were either lost, damaged, or worn beyond recognition. Your coin survived a true relic of American resilience. Today, collectors are lining up with their wallets wide open to acquire this treasure. Because of its rising demand and limited availability in very fine condition, this coin is fetching a jaw-dropping $280,000 in elite auctions and private collections. Yes, these numbers are real. This isn't a myth, it's a miracle wrapped in copper. But the real kicker? Its value keeps rising. As collectors become more aggressive and vintage supplies dry up, your 1,928 wheat penny becomes rarer, more desirable, and exponentially more valuable. This coin does not just sit in a case. It dominates collector conversations, it headlines auctions, and it defines what true rarity looks like. Here is your golden rule. Never attempt to clean or modify this coin. Its authenticity and very fine condition is what gives it elite collector status. Get it professionally graded and seal it in a protective slab. And now, listen carefully. Do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at cheap prices. Avoid these scammers. Trust me and do not waste your precious treasure. There are buyers who know what you have and they will play it down. But make no mistake, you have something the world wants. This coin is your ticket to numismatic royalty. Own it, protect it, and understand this. You are not just in possession of copper. You are holding power, history, and treasure all in one. The 1928 wheat penny is nothing short of a national gem. And now the grand finale, coin number 5. An undisputed marvel, a cornerstone of vintage American coinage, the 1939 wheat penny, without a mint mark, in very fine condition. You didn't just find a coin. You uncovered a high-voltage, high-impact, high-value relic from a generation that lived through storms and came out stronger. This coin is strength in metal form. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint at the dawn of World War II, the 1939 wheat penny is a patriotic emblem of endurance. America was on the verge of entering a global conflict, and every coin struck carried the weight of a nation about to rise to its most challenging moment. The 1939 penny was made with the classic copper alloy, 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, and it preserved the bold and timeless image of Lincoln on the obverse and those proud wheat stalks on the reverse. This coin, in very fine condition, is not simply preserved. It is preserved with pride. You can still feel the detail, still read the lettering crisp and clean, and still see the soul of the era it was born in. Very few 1,939 wheat pennies exist today in this outstanding state. Most were spent, rusted, damaged, or melted during wartime or the decades that followed. But yours? Yours is a surviving champion. The demand for this coin has exploded in recent years. Collectors, historians, and auctioneers alike recognize it for what it truly is, an underdog with unstoppable potential. That is why the current market value for this treasure is hitting the skies, $300,000 and rising steadily. This isn't speculation, it is reality. And it gets even better. As economic uncertainty increases and vintage coins become the new investment frontier, coins like your 1939 wheat penny are becoming prime targets. You are not just sitting on money. You are holding historical gold. Tip for collectors: do not alter this coin. Very fine condition is a collector's dream. Keep it in a climate-protected case, get it certified by a grading authority, and preserve its full market impact. And once again, I urge you with all sincerity, do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at the cheap prices. Avoid these scammers. Trust me and do not waste your precious treasure. There are people out there who know the truth about your coin and will try to convince you otherwise. Don't let them. You are the master of a relic that others would give anything to own. So stand tall. This coin is more than a cent, it is a piece of immortal legacy, a monument in miniature, and a secret weapon of wealth waiting to be unlocked. You are not just lucky, you are legendary.